The following is brought to you by the Cyber Time Bite Network. Holy crap!
Because Dave's a crow.
It's true though!
Oh, heck yeah. Justice!
You are now entering the Serpents Pit with Serpents Breakdown. Now, here's Serpents Breakdown and your host, Stephen Clark.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Steve, and your boy Rhiannon, or Serpents Breakdown, whatever you want to go by.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, for episode 28 of In the Serpents Pit with Serpents Breakdown, once again, for the month of July when you're hearing this. Or wait, yeah.
June.
Yeah, June.
There's two J's. One of them comes before the other.
The double J.
Actually, there's three. There's three J's, but one of those is already passed.
Yeah, January, June, July.
Yep.
January's at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But no, hopefully you all are having a fantastic day. Hopefully all of you are doing good and such. But today's subject, we are talking about, I really don't know what to call the subject. I mean, I want to say shall we date kind of games, but
it's just games like that. Games that involve dating boys.
Yeah, dating.
Because Shall We Date is a company.
Yeah, I mean, you see, I don't really play games like that. I never really did. I know they exist. I never played them personally, but I can say that I know that they exist.
The company Shall We Date is a bit disappointing, though, because, you see, they had a bunch of really good ones for a long time, but I guess people playing them, like, the amount of people playing them went down a bit, so they just kind of deleted all the good ones. And I'm just like, God damn it. I was still in the middle of playing those.
I mean, don't you have the option to download and keep it for yourself so you can avoid that from happening?
No. It doesn't work that way. They deleted the data that you would be getting from it. And they're still in the store, too, which is ridiculous. They just kind of basically broke the games. So even if you download it or already had it downloaded and were working on a game, like me, doesn't fucking matter. Can't get past the open screen. So they're like, fuck you.
So they basically made an update where they basically made a forced update that they made where, like, if you were to even start the game, it crashes on instant.
Yep. Basically.
Sounds like Dota 2K20. It crashes all the time.
Literally, I have no idea what you just said.
I know it's. There's gonna be a lot of people. There's gonna be a lot of people listening who's gonna get what I said. They'll be like, "Yes, he finally said it." But no, but I mean, like, yeah, I mean, there's not only is there games. There's one thing I do want to bring up that's related to this. That there's actually a website out there, literally called "Marry Your Favorite Character," where you literally go on this website and you literally like find the characters that you really, really like, and you press a "Marry Me" button, and then there's a giant list of people who are married to that character, and it shows like their username and all of that. It's just like it's crazy. I was part of that website at one point when I was younger because I thought, oh, this is so cool. But honestly, I don't use sites like that anymore because I can like characters, but I won't go that deep. So I guess for you, if you want to start, say one that you like.
Well, the most recent, very popular one that I, of course, love very much is Obey Me. And for anyone who shockingly does not know about Obey Me, Basically, there's 7 brothers, all demons, of course. Although now you can date the side characters, which is very cool because the angels are hot, and so is the demon prince and his butler.
Oh my god.
Solomon's cool too, I guess, but but it's a very good game. The brothers have singles now, and they're working on paired songs now too, and it's very cool.
Oh.
They even have a podcast, and they're getting an anime, and it's great. Love them. Mammon is my boy. Simeon is my second boy. It's kind of tied with Belfi. They're my second boys. Mammon's still the best. Well, they circle a bit. It depends on my mood. They circulate from first to tied with second.
I like how you just go. I like how you just go out there and you say like, oh, like everyone in this game is hot.
Well, they are hot.
Just have them rip off their have them rip off their shirts. Why don't you?
We've already got fan art of that.
Oh my god, this is amazing. No, that's amazing. I mean, like, is it like one of those games that I see where like the characters are on screen, but there's a text box and you gotta read it, and that's the whole game?
Of course, you've got to read it. That's how most games work.
No, I'm saying like that's how those games work. Not all games are like that.
Most games have text boxes, otherwise you wouldn't know what's happening.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like this game though. Is it like one of those story where like the character slides on the screen and it says what they're saying, and they slide off screen, and another one slides on screen and it says their text? Is it like one of those kind of things?
90% of games are like that, Steven.
Not okay. Let's use Call of Duty for example. It has cutscenes.
That's a different type of game. That's literally a different genre. You can't compare a shooting game to a story game.
Well, I mean, I was just trying to understand what we were looking at here between like a cutscene to a story based text reading game. You know,
most games involve you reading text.
So like, I never played Obey Me. I never even heard of it until you told me about it. But like, but I mean, it sounds pretty wild.
It's great, yeah.
Is that where your fan of the anime boys came from?
No, the game came out last year.
Oh, it just only drove it up, right?
I guess so. I don't know. You can't really drive it up at this point. It's just there.
There's no stopping you and your anime boys, especially when it comes to Obey Me.
Mhm.
What's your favorite part about the game? Do you have a favorite like scene or favorite part or anything? Or
not particular. I just really enjoy all of the stories and collecting cards. It's kind of like a gacha game, I guess, because you roll to get cards, but like it's not like one of those jerk ones that make you pay for stuff, except for like special event things like the occasional money-based thing where they've only done one of those so far. They're just like, give us money and you might get the card or whatever. I mean, you could pay it money if you want, but you don't really need to. You've got pretty good chances as is to get what you want.
Does Obey Me have DLC?
No, it's a phone game.
Oh, I thought it was a PC game, so I thought it had like DLC and whatever.
When do I play PC games aside from Stardew Valley?
Gee,
that doesn't count.
Gee, I don't know. Animal Crossing maybe.
That's not a PC game. That's Nintendo.
You could make it PC if you really wanted to.
No, you could not. Sounds dumb. And it's not portable either.
Well, I mean, the Switch is portable.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. You want to be portable. The only Animal Crossing game that isn't portable is the Wii one, which is a little disappointing. I never really got to get very far in that game because it was on the Wii.
Do you only play Stardew Valley on Steam? Is that the only game you play? Well, except High Swap and all that.
Well, yeah, I've got other games too, but I don't play them like actively. It's just Stardew and the Homestuck games that I actively play.
Isn't there a Homestuck game that's like Obey Me, but except it's different?
No, there is not.
I thought there was. I thought there was one of those games where like it was all story based and you know.
Most games are story based as well. It's not a very good game if there isn't a story.
Um, is all the games you play on your phone pretty much like those romantic games that you like?
No, I've got. That's the. No, one of them is technically a romantic game that I actively play, but it's not really focused on the romance. It's more focused on dressing up the boy. And I'm just like, ah, yes, I'd love to dress up the boy. um, but the rest I actively play are not.
Like like you I'm pretty sure if you have the chance like to create your own character in a romance game, you would just go
Well,
freaking nuts.
it is basically creating your own character because once you get a small amount of like a good amount of like game money and you play events and stuff, it's you get lots and lots of like outfit choices. You can basically create a large variety of different like you basically have infinite options for the boys. You can dress them how you want, and I've made about 3 different characters in it so far. I've got 2 others in different ones, but I don't really play those ones anymore.
Is there a romance game that you're like this is like the worst one I ever played?
Um, Probably more of those shall we date ones because they all follow like the stories are fine usually. I never really got very far because it was hard to make progress in them because of the way they're designed. Shall we date ones have never been all that good, and never really liked how like now it's fun to dress up characters. The problem is that like they make it impossible to dress up the characters unless you pay money, pretty much. And I didn't like how you get to dress like quote unquote dress up the MC because I don't want to dress up who is supposedly me. Screw that. I just want to dress the boys. The girl can go to hell.
Wow, okay. You get because you need your anime boys. That's what you need, especially if they have wings.
Yeah, but like really it's just they made it very hard to play them. They made it very hard to made it very hard to customize the characters, like their outfits. When like not customize, just dress them up differently and stuff. And you also had to like there were also like stupid little checkpoint things like, oh, you need to do this or have this many of these points to get past this point. I was like, screw you, just let me proceed the story. I've got the tickets. Let me read the goddamn story.
Have,
I
no,
don't want to fucking wait.
have you have you ever it, no wait, what was I trying to say? Is the dream to be like to have you put into an anime and dating a wingy anime boy? Is that the dream?
No, the dream is to make a bunch of creative content that where people really like. Like people will enjoy like the popular animes, you know, make content people really, really love. That's the dream.
No, because
Yeah, be able to make a living off of my art.
hey, your art's fantastic. I still gotta pay you for that
I'm
one
not
art.
making a living off it though.
I know, but I still gotta pay you for that.
Shh.
What? All right, fine.
That kind of thing you do not discuss on the podcast, Steven.
Okay.
There's a time and a place for things.
So, I guess like I've seen some bad romance games. I think there's like a bad one I seen. I think because I never played it, or I don't know if it even exists.
What is it?
Isn't there like a Bachelor video game?
I don't know. Like the TV show?
Yeah,
I don't think that counts as a dating game.
it's a
For
romance
starters,
game.
it's not. For starters, it's not anime.
God, can you imagine if they made an anime out of that?
That'd be dumb.
Bachelor.
No one would fucking watch it.
I don't want to see the
Bachelor's crap.
Yeah, I would not. I would not want to see The Bachelor on TV, let alone in the anime. Anime,
It's not a very good show at all.
yeah, not one, not whatsoever. um, I'm trying. I know. I'm trying to think of other dating games I heard of that I know about.
You know what's a bad dating game? Like, I know they were trying their best, but you know what's a bad dating game?
Hmm.
The really, really low quality creepy pasta dating games on DeviantArt.
Oh yeah, yeah. You see that? See that? That's another thing right there. Is that people are just making dating things based off their favorite fandoms.
Well, no, it's not even like it's a singular character. Like there's a Jeff the Killer one. There's a Slender Man. They're incredibly low quality and really bad. Like they did their best, but could have been better.
Was just asking me, was Homestuck ever touched on this?
I wouldn't know.
I'm sure there's a Dave Strider one somewhere. I
Well,
swear.
I doubt it. It's Homestuck was targeting a bit of an older audience. Sure, 13-year-olds and whatever, like, were reading it and stuff, and that's, how it works, but, like, I don't know. I don't really look on DeviantArt for these things. I only know about those ones, because was watching a YouTube video from a cool YouTuber.
One thing I did see though, I don't know if it's really a game, is more as like a VR video, but if you go on YouTube and you have a VR helmet, there's like situations like that. There's videos that people make that are like situations, like I think there's My Hero ones. There's like all these different ones for like all these different fandoms, and like it's like 3D. You can put your VR helmet on, you can look around, and
I don't see how they would get that on YouTube.
oh, I seen it. There's like one. There's like one where
Like, do they have videos of people looking at it on YouTube? Because I don't see how any of that would actually work on YouTube. Like, as in working with a VR helmet on YouTube.
the way that works is that is that the video is like you're supposed to have a VR helmet on, because if you're watching it regularly, it doesn't work. But like if you're supposed to have the VR helmet on, then what happens is that I guess I gotta give I guess a video for example is that they have one where like Dobby's like threatening you, and like he's like freaking walking around you and all that stuff.
I've never seen a video that would work with a VR helmet. It doesn't make sense. YouTube is not designed for 360 degrees or anything like that.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure how it works. I don't know. I don't have a VR helmet.
I don't think it can be on YouTube. It just doesn't make sense.
I guess
The YouTube videos are not shot in 360 degrees.
well, I can show you. I can link you to the video, and you can look at it.
I think that's a video of someone looking at it, because there's no way they can have a video of someone, like the actual video there.
Well, it is this. I seen it.
Did you have a VR helmet to watch it? Because if you didn't, there's no way you could actually know if it was working.
Well, that's the part I don't know. I just know it's on YouTube. I don't know if it actually works with a VR helmet on. I would be interested to know though.
Then it doesn't work. If you can't prove it works, then in my opinion, it doesn't work, because there's no way they could have a 360 degrees on YouTube unless they were actually panning around themselves. It'll just be a normal video.
Well, I mean, one of these days, if I ever get a VR helmet, if I ever do, then we can see. Um, but like, what do you think? What's the ultimate dating game though? Needlessly,
Obey me.
No. I said no. Besides Obey Me, what would be the ultimate dating game for you? Like that wasn't Obey Me that you would want?
That I would watch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you don't want just one where it's just a bunch of wingy anime boys that you can design on your own.
I mean, I guess that'd be cool, but it wouldn't be very practical.
it could be. I mean, it could be called something like really cool, and it could be whatever you want to name it, and then the whole
But
concept.
it wouldn't be very practical to make them like customizable the same way. Because, like for example, Baby, like the characters aren't customizable. They just give you different outfits you can put the characters in.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, the only reason I don't play the romantic games because I feel like I don't need the romantic games to help fuel what I can do in real life. if
You
I
say that, but where's your dating life? At least there's none that you've told me about.
I never did. I shunted 3 times, all right, and I got shot down all 3 times. Okay.
Exactly. You need the dating sim.
I don't need a game to be going like, oh, how you doing, babe? I don't need that.
I mean, you might, because clearly it didn't work the other 3 times.
My dating life is in the shallow pool, okay? Where's
Are
yours?
you sure it's not in the kiddie pool?
The kiddie pool?
Yeah.
Maybe, okay, maybe it is. But then again, where's your dating life?
I don't need one, remember? I'm asexual. I've got all the anime boys I need.
What? Watch out, anime boys. This one's after you.
Yeah. Here I come. After all them anime boys.
That includes you, Voltron. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, Shiro is pretty hot.
Yeah.
He's a space dad.
I'm just waiting for the episode because supposedly they're coming back for a new season. I'm just waiting for the episode where they do the fan not the fan fiction the thing for the fans where just Shiro just rips off his shirt and then all the ladies go like, oh my god, he's so hot.
I think that'd be cool, but that doesn't sound the sort of thing they'd pull in Voltron.
Like,
We can have that in fan art.
yeah, like fan service. I'm just waiting for the fan service where they just freaking rip off Shiro's shirt and all the ladies go, oh my god. But for me, I fantasize. I'm not one to shy away from saying that I fantasize dating fictional characters myself, even though it is impossible, and that doesn't count towards my dating life. What characters to you, top 3 or top 5, however many you want to list, fictional characters did you actually grow feelings for? It would be like, if they were real, I want that man in my life. Or
I mean, I don't actually grow feelings. I just think they're really cool because, like, I'm not interested in the whole dating scene. Now, the characters I definitely simp for are a bunch of them tie for top, but obviously Hawks for starters. Love that man. Then of course we have Yamato from Idolish 7 and Aimi Kaze from Utapri. And after that it's just kind of a little bit miscellaneous because, you know, obviously I love those boys from Obey I mentioned and like the rest of the Idolish 7 boys.
yeah.
And a bunch of characters from Food Fantasy because they're hot. The Hitachin twins, of course, from Oran, and then from Seven Deadly Sins, we've got Gother, King, and Bon are very hot, and there's Lucifer from Devil's a Part-Timer. Love that guy. Then we've got I think Tom from Star vs. the Forces of Evil is very cool, and Kite from Hunter X from Hunter x Hunter is very hot.
Yeah.
Then there's all the boys from Fairy Red Maru because they also hot.
We freaking need to get you into an anime world, and all these people need to come into your life, and you gotta be like, there's so many. Like, I just need one. I have so many to choose.
I would just like to give all of them hugs, whether they want the hugs or not. Mostly, because I just enjoy their characters, and they are hot. And various other characters. There's no way I can list them all.
But if you were forced the choice to only date one of them, which one would you want to like go on a full-fledged date with?
A full date? I don't know. I think Yamato or I would be fun to go on a date with because they are cool people. Hawks could be fun, but he's a bit of an ass.
Yeah.
One other one that I mentioned that I've been really simping for recently because I loved the Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun is Ami from that. Because, to be honest, all of the characters from Welcome to Demon School are wonderful, and also I'm blanking on his name, but there's a ginger sleepy boy in it as well, and he is shockingly hot underneath the eye mask. And but Ami is my favorite because he is hot. And he's also a little crazy. He is a demon.
Not only do you find him hot, you find him really crazy.
He's one of the bad guys, so it's understandable. He tried to blow up the school.
Well, those are a lot of interesting choices. For me, my choices are just... I don't know why. I think half these choices think they would go out with me, but I'm pretty sure half of them wouldn't. But, Okay, I'm gonna be honest. When I got into Homestuck, I really liked Vriska. I had something for her, alright. Terezi, yes, sort of. To this day, sort of, yes. Let's see. Who else? I really liked, I gotta think about this. No, Danny Phantom, Sam Manson back in the day. I liked her.
Danny's pretty hot. Even more so Dark Danny, because he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
All right.
Do not question me.
Hey, I'm not questioning whatsoever. You can have them. Who else? I kind of liked Froppy for a while. She was all right. Not so much anymore, though. I don't think. I kind of like Araka for a little while. Togo is too crazy for me, to be honest. She was too crazy for me. Even though she's on my wallpaper on my computer right now, she's still a little crazy for me. Let's see. Who else do I like? Marceline the Vampire Queen.
Prince Gumball's pretty hot.
No, Marceline.
So is Marshall.
Well, yeah, for you, but for me, Marceline is top of the notch. Really good looking. But yeah, Marshall was pretty cool too, but I wouldn't date him. I don't swing that way.
You sure?
I'm sure. I wouldn't even, I tell myself, no, I wouldn't even swing that way, even if it was like my last resort, because like that's not how I roll. I have nothing against it. I just wouldn't do it myself.
If you say so.
Okay. I mean, I mean, like, do you know how many times I tried with my dating life, at least tried to do something, and I get shot? I always get the message saying, I don't know, it doesn't, I don't think about, like, I didn't really think about this. I don't. Do you know how many times how much I get, like, basically the response of no, but said in, like, a wordy fashion? I'm sure that happened to you. I'm pretty sure at one point in your life when you were
Never.
you never dated anyone, never, ever in
I've
your
never
life.
have been interested.
Not even when you were little.
Why would you date someone when you're little? That's weird.
Well, when I was in summer school back in the day, back when I was like really like little, I was I
That's weird.
well, we weren't really dating. It was just a thing because we were young and we didn't understand, and like the whole thing ended when I threw a rock down a hill that she liked, and I was like, "Why do you do that? I hate you now." She punched me in the arm and walks away from me. Like, but it wasn't like serious or anything. If it was serious, then she probably would have been hooked onto me like glue. But I mean, like the dating scene these days though, is not saying drastically different from when I was in high school, but I mean it's different now. I mean, like people like with the COVID and the pandemic, and even without the pandemic, I mean like it's just like I feel like you got to try harder now than before to date these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're not the dating type unless it's a wingy anime boy. So it's easy for you.
Yeah.
But for me,
Life's easy when you like 2D.
well, when you like 2D characters like you do, you don't have to try it. They can just say yes.
I can write them saying yes.
You can pleasure yourself by them saying yes.
Maybe not.
In real life, I actually got to work for it. I gotta be like, will you date me? And then they'll be like, I'll see. I'm just gonna go over here and I'm just gonna think about it. I may tell you tomorrow. I may tell you in the next 4 hours. Just and then I'll be like, okay. Then in the waiting game, and then for me, per usual, they go like, I don't know, I don't think this is gonna work out. That's just not me. I'm working on other things. My focus was on this. It's usually my focus is on this thing. I don't think this is gonna work, or like I'm not feeling it right now. That's usually my response. And you would think I would turn to anime to be like, oh, okay, that works. but like they're not real, so I can't be really dating them unless I date a cosplayer. He would do it for me. I mean, have you ever thought about that? Just like ever like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, have you ever like saw like some like even if someone like dressed as someone who cosplayed someone from Obey Me, and they looked so perfect to the character, like so perfect to the character.
I can acknowledge if someone looks good, but that doesn't mean I'm interested. It's like seeing someone in a magazine and just like, oh, that guy looks nice.
I mean, has there been anyone who ever turned the tables on you, but you had to reject them because you're not interested?
No.
No.
Nope.
No. Do you know that actually surprised me? That surprised me a little bit because like you're such an amazing cosplayer. You put yourself out there so much. Like
Me, amazing. I barely have 500 followers.
No, I mean, like, you put yourself, like, when you go to conventions, you put yourself out there, and you do all this amazing stuff. I'm surprised, like, no one's come up to you. So you're like, hey, I think I find you kind of cool. Maybe we can go on a date, and you have to say, no, I'm not interested.
Nah. I ain't that cool.
I think you're that cool. I feel like, you know,
Eh.
no one's ever done that. No, when it came to me, no one's ever came up to me and said that they liked me and wanted to go out with me. I always had to go to them.
Well, you're not a famous cosplayer now, are you?
I am not a famous cosplayer, but I could if I tried.
Maybe you should try.
But I mean, that's if I want to get a girlfriend like at a convention. In real life, I would just have to be more outgoing and more not friendly, but like more like I would have to be. I would have to try harder. I would have to be like I'd be like, oh hey, you're pretty cool. You want to like hang out for like 5 hours and get to know one another?
Maybe don't start with 5 hours.
Okay, not 5 hours, but like, a good chunk of time.
Maybe start with half an hour.
Half an hour.
That's a good amount of time.
It is. It is, but 5 hours sounds nice. But half an hour is better.
I think 5 hours sounds really awkward if you don't really know someone.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Is it raining? It's fucking raining.
it was raining here yesterday. We're in the same state, but it was raining here yesterday.
Yeah, we got rain yesterday too. We've got more.
It must be coming my way then if it's coming past you. Like, do you find Deku hot?
No, he's a teenager. That's weird. I say, even though I simp for other teenage characters.
Like, oh baby, wink.
Well, they're not teenagers. They're demons. They're like over hundreds of years old.
So your thing is so your anime boy kink is they gotta be over 1,000 years old to be demons.
I don't even think you're like going to high school in it either. I think it's more like demon college because, I mean, Lucifer's fine, but half of the other brothers kind of idiots. Specifically Melvin, he's an idiot. He's a dumbass. He's a himbo. Except he's not strong. He's just well, I guess he's strong. He is the second oldest brother, so he's the second strongest too. He's a himbo.
Have you ever have you ever thought of like have you ever thought about like making like I know that you want to make a video game yourself, like you want to make video games and stuff, but like, are you gonna make video games that are like Obey Me and like these games that you like?
Maybe, it depends. I definitely want to make one a lot like Night in the Woods because I really love the gameplay on that.
That's a scary game, right? Like,
Not really. It's got a surprise twist, but it's much more melancholy, I guess is a word for it. It's much more calm. You're just going about May's life, talking to people, doing small tasks, playing in her band.
is it like Nightmare?
Then there's a twist.
Yeah. Is it like Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th,
No.
where there's like someone chasing after them and like?
Only in the twist. During the twist.
Is it? Could it be a good movie if it was turned into a movie?
I mean, I guess so, although you'd miss a lot of the slow build-up because there's a lot of interesting slow build-up because it takes quite a bit to play the game because it's a slow game.
So like does the it when you do make your own games though, you're like you will like you I mean, since they will be your own productions and your own thing, I guess you can be a little selfish and it'd be a little selfish with your game and put like something hot anime boy related into it, can't you?
If I want, I can do what I want.
That'd be interesting to see, knowing you and your hot anime boys.
Why would it be interesting?
Because you like your hot anime boys and even though you love them, that you would put like a little Easter egg somewhere of them in your story somewhere.
What do you mean an Easter egg?
Like like the secret gem, like the hidden gem that you got like really set out for,
Well, I know what that is, but what do you mean?
like what's like per se like you make a game that's like Obey Me, but it's not Obey Me, and it's like you make it whatever you want, and then like in one of the scenes, like in the far background, like there's like in the corner somewhere that no one's gonna realize until you look at it. There's like a little there's like a you draw out like a little plush of like one of your favorite hot anime boys in the corner, and then when people see it, to be like, ah, there it is, I see it.
That sounds like like a problem with copyright infringement that I'd be running into.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it could be copyright.
I could make knockoffs, but I couldn't do the actual thing.
Well, yeah, I mean that can work too, so you don't get copyright infringement. You can make like knockoff versions of your favorite hot anime boys.
Mm-hmm.
Those is there a version of your hot anime boys that you like more than like the regular version?
What do you mean?
Like if they slip on like a certain outfit, are you like, okay, that's even hotter?
I mean, Mamlin's demon outfit is pretty cool, although it's not really my style. But I do really like his tiger outfit because they did an animal event, and it's pretty cute. Belfie's demon outfit's pretty cool though.
Is there a version of Hawks that you like more than the regular, or regular Hawks is good enough for you?
Regular Hawks is fine, but I really like the different versions that Rose Magpie has done of him. They're really cool. Like, they did a priest Hawks, they did a cowboy Hawks, they did a pilot Hawks, they did I think they did a maid Hawks, they did a puppy Hawks, they did a lot of other Hawks.
I bet your mind goes wild when you see people arting your favorite anime boys into different outfits, and you're like, okay, that's good looking.
I guess so, yeah.
I do the same way when people like mess with the characters I like that I have fictional crushes on too. I'd be like, okay, that's good. That looks really good. You know, I mean, I'm still, my fictional character loving list is very small, but like, it's there. You know, like from a lot of it's Homestuck. I don't know why. Like there's Marceline and there's Homestuck. Maybe Homestuck to me is like you with the anime boys. This is all I need. Homestuck, I got this. Perfect. You know, I'm into a lot of other things than just Homestuck, obviously. But is there any new hot anime boys you got introduced to that you're like, I'm adding him to the list?
Not really. I haven't really thought of any new ones since then. There's a bunch of others, I'm sure, but not worth listing, and it'll take way too damn long.
Yeah, it would take an army of hot anime boys to get that far.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention Snake, my best boy from Black Butler. He's got scales and lots of snakes, and he's adorable.
Now, what's that one anime that has the anime characters named after countries?
Italia.
Wait,
Prussia's the best.
Which one?
Prussia is the best from Italia.
That's your favorite from that one?
Yeah. I am awesome!
How about Attack on Titan?
I know it's basic, but Levi, obviously.
Of course, Levi. Everyone talks about Levi.
He is small and he is hot.
he's to you, he's a small hot anime boy. But I mean, like, is there like any side characters from that show that that nobody else would like think of being like a hot anime boy, but you think he's hot?
Yeah, not really. No.
Is but like if like okay, so like if all these characters that you like came in together into one room, how would you feel? Would you be like, this is way too much, or would you be like one at a time?
I'd be more worried about what'll happen to the room because I think half of them would try and kill each other. Because half of them are actually insane, and the other half would be just like, haha, no, I'm out.
They'd be like, see you later, dude.
Well, because like some of them would be just like, because the other ones we try to like attack each other, and the other ones would be just like, yeah, and no, I'm going.
You know, I know this is gonna sound strange. I've never seen the anime, but I've seen clips of the anime. But who's that main character from Kill la Kill? I had a crush on her for a little while.
Oh, I don't remember. I never really got into that anime. I do want to watch it, like properly watch it at some point, but I haven't found the time yet.
Yeah, I had a thing for her for a little bit.
I guess she's cool. I personally prefer the other guy who I don't remember his name, but every 5 seconds he's like basically naked and his nipples glow.
Of course you would like that.
He's funny. Like you can see like he's just like like they're just having a conversation. You can just see his clothes sliding off of him.
I bet when you have that in your mind, you see your hot anime boys being like, yes, I just want to see the chest hairs.
I don't think he has chest hairs. He just has glowing nipples.
No, but I bet you feel the
To
same.
be exact, they do the glowing nipples with everyone, I think. Like, they have the private parts glowing, basically.
Oh my god. Are they trying to is this character trying to be like trying to go to Lays and he's just saying come?
I don't think so, no. He just gets naked. And his entire little army, so to speak, are like mostly naked too. Like they only wear basically only wear a belt with little pockets, those little pocket things on them that they put stuff in. It's all they wear basically.
Oh my god. That's insane. That's crazy. I also liked that other character from Gurren Lagann or whatever the name of that.
Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, that one chick from there. I had some for her for a little while too.
Obviously, my favorite is Kamina.
From that anime.
Yeah, bro.
Like, dude.
No, he's bro.
Like, bro, man. Like,
No, bro.
I've never seen Guardian Lagann. I know I've seen clips, but I haven't seen it.
Brother, bro.
I mean, like the most recent anime I've really dug into recently was Magi. I haven't finished it yet, but I've been watching it.
Ooh, there's a lot of hotties in Magi. Sinbad for starters. Just for starters.
Do you like hot anime boys who rule over kingdoms?
He's just in general hot, and you can't get mad at Sinbad, okay?
Well, I mean, I'm straight, but I'm not gonna. But I'm straight, so
you
I'm
can't
not gonna.
get mad at Sinbad. You just can't.
Well, you really can't. He's the overruler, so you can't really get mad at that guy.
He's a fun, nice guy who keeps getting his clothes stolen because he passes out and they're just like, oh look, gold and jewels, and they just kind of take it along with all of his clothes.
That has been a thing in the anime. I mean, I really gained to like the character, not like that because I don't swing that way, but I really gained to like Alibaba as a character.
Alibaba's cool, I guess.
Aladdin is annoying. Disney Aladdin's cool. This one is just really annoying.
I love Aladdin. He's adorable.
It's like he's like the little guy from Zelda. That's like hey, listen, hey, listen.
Not really, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, he says a lot of things.
Most people say a lot of things.
But this will
That's how communication works.
this will land in Maggie's just a little a real.
He's a child. He's still learning things.
Yeah, he's still learning and all that.
Mhm.
So like is it? God, I would really love to see how a date with you and one of your anime boys would actually go.
It would be more of a hangout than anything. Remember, I don't date.
Now if your hot anime boys were real,
No,
you want to change your mind?
obviously not. Otherwise, I wouldn't be asexual.
Now, one question I do have: when you're asexual, does that mean you don't date whatsoever? You have no attraction to anything?
No, it means I'm not interested in sex, but it makes a good overview as well, because I'm not really interested in dating either, which would be aromantic. But it's just faster to just say one of them.
Oh, so basically, you're not sexually attracted, but you're also not dating attracted either.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know. I sort of knew what it meant.
I can just acknowledge when things are hot. That's all.
Basically, you can read GQ and be like yes, but not interested.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like there's just been a lot of I don't know. There's just a lot of like those dating stuff and a lot of characters that people tend to like because they want to date them, but they can't because they're fictional. But it'd be really cool. But honestly though, what character, if they were real, would really have people gathering crowds around them trying to date them? Like in reality, what character would that be?
I don't know. It really depends. I mean, for example, there's the contradiction of, oh, people really love Dobby from My Hero Academia, but at the same time, he is basically a serial killer. Basically. So they probably wouldn't actually be crowding around him. They'd be just like, oh, never mind. I was just kidding.
I mean, I feel like, for me, I feel like if Toga was real, like she was a real character, people would be gathering around her, but she would be playing everyone. They
would not be gathering around her because she is also a serial killer.
Yeah, but she would play everyone off. Like she would say yes, but then she would kill you later. I don't even know if
she would. It really depends on what mood she's in, I think. Like, half the time, most of them would probably just die.
Yeah, because when it comes to anyone in the League of Villains, they would play them off, say yes at first to make them feel good.
Not all of them. Shigaraki would just flat out kill them before they can even get a word out.
I feel like if Deku was real, he'd be like, "What's going on? I don't understand why there's all these people around me."
Maybe it really depends. People don't really simp for Deku as much. More so, for example, me think villain Deku is hotter, who is not canon, obviously.
If he was canon and he was real, I'm pretty sure you'd be like,
no, I would not, because he is a serial killer. I do not walk up to serial killers. That is not what I do.
So
I have common sense.
Yeah, I know. So pretty much, no matter what it is, hot anime boy or not, real life or not, nothing would ever change your mind. Not even if it was like the hottest anime boy you have ever seen. Mm-hmm. All right, just wanted to make that clear. For me, it would have, with my dating preferences, and ladies, if you're listening, no, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be like that. But for me personally, I'm I like the I guess I'm really picky when it comes to dating or trying to date someone because they gotta like check off boxes, you know. Like they gotta fit certain boxes that that need to be checked, and then I can be like, okay, you're cool, you're good enough, you know. I mean, honestly, being a cosplayer would be a bonus, but you know, they would have to be like good people and awesome kind of people and people that I can actually relate with and stuff like that. Um, I thought about emo for I thought emo was kind of okay for a while, like all black everything and being like a
Oh, emo? I was listening. I'm just like, what the hell does email mean?
email. Yes, because I'll totally date email. That's me. No, I'm kidding. AOL, here I come. No, I'm kidding. But no. I mean, emo, goth. I mean, their style is okay, but you gotta be a nice person behind all that. You can't be like a. I don't like to swear, but you can't be a dick. You gotta be nice. Um, I mean, like that and all that, and like just be a good-hearted person, just be an awesome person. You know, be yourself. That's all you need to be. You don't have to fake it for me. You just gotta be nice. You just gotta be you, and that's all I need. You know, because you know there's people that think they gotta fake it and not be themselves because they just want because you know that's just how some people work. But it doesn't have.
Usually with the, like trying to be popular though, or to be with popular people though. Like, for example, you'd fake it till you make it if you want to like date a celebrity. Is what most people would do.
I even though you don't date and you never will because of how you are. I feel
I
like
didn't mean me. I just said in general.
yeah, I know in general, but what I'm saying is that if you did, which you never will because of how you live, how you live your life and how you chose to be. I feel like you would be really good at it, and I would really suck at it.
I'm not very good at faking. I've never been really an actor, so to speak. Like, you could tell me to do something, it's not gonna happen. Like, for example, one of the most crucial things to that sort of thing is being able to smile on command. I cannot smile on command. Like, they're just like, smile for the photo. I cannot fucking smile for the photo. If you get me laughing, sure. But otherwise, I'm not fucking smiling.
Well,
It just looks like a straight line. I look like I'm scowling.
Well, I'm not saying faking. I'm saying like if you're one to date people, which you're not because of your the way that you because of how
Get to the point.
Pretty much you would be really good at trying to date someone. I just really would suck at it.
Well, yeah, I'd be a great companion because, like, I'd be just like, okay, we're going out. I've made little bento boxes and I've got water bottles. Let's go.
Yeah, you'd be like, I made bento boxes. I got water. We're ready.
I over prepare for things, basically.
That
When I went to the amusement park for the first time with some friends, like, I had like snacks. I had a water bottle. I had sunscreen. I was very prepared.
That's awesome. I mean, dare to say I wouldn't be that prepared because I know what they offer there. They have like lemonade.
Overpriced.
You wouldn't pay for the snacks or the drinks there. You gotta bring your own.
I'm not gonna pay like $20 for something I could get for $2 at home.
I mean that's true, but ways if you want to try the food there.
Then I'll try it if it's something I haven't had. Like, when we were there, I tried that weird I don't know what to call it because I don't remember the name, but like that ice cream stuff, but it's like little balls, like not like
Dipping dots.
Yeah, those thingies. I tried one of those. Those were pretty cool.
I haven't been to a carnival / fair in forever.
No, this was Six Flags.
Oh, Six
I said
Flags.
a park.
Yeah, I've never been to Six Flags.
It was my first time going to an amusement park. I don't count the time when I was a kid because I don't fucking remember it.
Did you like Six Flags?
I loved it. It was great.
Are you afraid of heights though, like I am?
I am, but it was still fun. I went on a bunch of tall rides and it was great.
You see, I would never be able to do anything that involves heights because I'd probably hurl before anything.
You see, I don't like heights, but I'm just like, ha 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 ha, it'll be fine. Fake confidence.
Like, yeah, but like when I'm up really high, I don't get confidence. I get really queasy.
I get confidence on the way, like getting into the ride. That's how I get into the ride, and I just go, ha 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 ha, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're like that at first, but then when it actually happens, then that's a whole different feeling.
I continue with my fake confidence.
You're like, this is great.
It's all bravado.
All bravado. Have you ever been to Gurney Mills across the street?
I don't even know what that is.
The mall across the street from Six Flags?
No. We just kind of went there, and I just kind of did what the group. I followed the group because they were my ride.
Who did you go with?
Just my friend and some of her friends.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Was it recently?
No, it was 2019.
Summer.
That sounds right.
Yeah, the summer of 19.
Yeah.
I think I heard on the news they're reopening.
Oh, cool.
It's
the first time in forever. That's the only line I know.
Is that a Bowie song?
No, it's Disney.
Oh, Disney. No, it's no.
I can't remember which one now. I want to say The Little Mermaid, but that doesn't sound right.
When as if they made like a cover version of that song from Frozen. They said, "Do you want to build a coaster?" It goes really up.
It might have been Frozen.
Yeah.
The first time in forever. Yeah, it might have been Frozen. That could be it.
I've never seen Frozen. I have no interest in seeing Frozen.
How have you not seen so many things? It's actually ridiculous. Have you been living in a hole?
No. I've seen things from Frozen. I've never seen the movie Frozen.
Yes. How have you not seen so many things? Have you been living in a hole?
No.
Are you sure? Because it certainly sounds like you've been living in a hole.
Wait. No. Are you saying I never seen the movie Frozen? I know about all the memes surrounding Frozen.
I'm not talking about memes. I'm talking about you haven't seen Frozen. You haven't seen those other things you mentioned. Like, have you been living under a rock?
I watched Onward like a month ago. I mean, it was a good movie.
It was a good movie, but it's not Frozen.
I mean, it doesn't interest me. Frozen never caught my eye.
What's not interesting about a magic lady with ice powers who almost kills her sister by accident?
Because I've never watched Big Hero 6 or Hotel Transylvania or anything else before Frozen.
Those are good options, too.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 is amazing. Hotel Transylvania is... I haven't seen
awesome.
it. Yeah, they're awesome. Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2 are amazing.
1 and 2?
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes and Sherlock Holmes Game of Shadows.
Literally have no idea what you're talking about.
You never seen them?
I've never even heard of them till now.
It has the guy who played Iron Man. He plays Sherlock Holmes in the movie, and there's 2 of them, and they're both amazing.
That sounds familiar. I didn't know there was a second one.
Yeah, that's actually the first one I saw. before the first one I was not forced to go see it. I was my parents were like, you gotta get out of the house for 5 minutes because we need to do something. So go watch this movie.
We need to do something. That's not suspicious.
No. It was during Christmas, and they were wrapping our gifts for Christmas Day, and they wanted us to get out of the house, so we weren't there to see them do it, and so me and my brother ended up going to the mall to go watch Sherlock Holmes, the second movie. I ended up really, really loving it. And then I bought the first one on DVD, and I watched the first one, and I found it really cool. And I watched the second one again, and it was really awesome.
Like, oh, it all makes sense now.
But all makes sense now. And it took me a little while to get it because backwards compatibility in my mind, but no, they're really good. You gotta watch them.
I saw the first one. I just didn't realize there was a second one, and I didn't really remember.
No, that's fine. Yeah, the second one's really good too. I heard there's a new Hotel Transylvania coming out this July. Do you hear about this?
Another one? We've already got 3.
Well, they're making a new one supposedly. It's coming out in July.
Damn.
And that should be pretty cool. Hotel Transylvania is made by DreamWorks, right? Not by Disney.
I mean, DreamWorks has already been eaten by Disney, I think, if I remember correctly. Or was that Pixar?
I'm not sure. The reason I asked is because they played the Hotel Transylvania cartoon on Disney.
Well, then it must be Disney.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It must. Yeah, you must be right. It must be Disney at this point. I mean, if we watch Hotel Transylvania 4 and there's a giant Disney logo at the beginning, then we're gonna tell it's Disney now. And it's gonna be on Disney Plus then. Which, do you have Disney Plus?
No. I've never been the biggest fan of Disney. I do like their movies, but I really, really hate Mickey Mouse and his friends.
So you don't like Disney, but you like their movies.
Yeah. Mostly I just really don't like Mickey. Like, he's a nice enough character, I just don't like him.
Why is that?
I don't know, I just don't. I don't really remember. He just annoys me.
Well, I mean, it's not like. I guess when you watch a Disney film.
Oh, hi there. I'm Mickey Mouse. I can't actually do a Mickey Mouse voice, but like, ho.
I'm gonna come over and eat out your corn, huh? Like, don't eat my corn, Mickey. Yes, we are. No, I never. I like Disney stuff, but it's not. But like, I'm not like full blown humongous fan that will set out anything to go see it. Because obviously I have Disney films that I like, and I think they're really good, and I would like to go to the park one day. Both of them.
I went to the park when I was younger, but I don't fucking remember. I remember like 3 things from it.
Yeah, I would love to go to Disney World, and Disneyland. Disneyland's optional for me because it's smaller than Disney World, but I would love to go to Disney World. That would be cool to see, and then go to Universal. But honestly, I have my favorite Disney films like The Mighty Ducks, all 3 of them. The Big Hero 6. The Atlantis was pretty good.
Atlantis was awesome.
The sequel sucked though, but the first one was really good.
I liked it. I'm easy to please, but I liked it.
Yeah, but you gotta agree with me though. The second one without Michael J. Fox didn't feel right.
I don't know. I don't really recognize things. Like, it took me up until recently to actually start being able to recognize. Like, it took me up until the last few years to actually be able to start recognizing actors. I only recognize a few though. I don't really remember most of their names. I'll be just like, I know that one. He was that character.
Yeah, I mean, like Lance was good. The first one, in my opinion, the second one wasn't that good.
I like the second one. That's just my opinion.
No, that's fine. Treasure Planet was really good though.
It was. I hate how Disney intentionally bombed it though. They had it come out at the same time as like a Harry Potter movie or something, and intentionally bombed it. So we never got the second movie that they were making.
Well, didn't Treasure Planet come out at like that time when like all these other things were getting popular and it just got
Disney made it come out at the same time as a Harry Potter movie, which means it completely, but like in comparison to the Harry Potter movie, it bombed, which means we never got the second movie that they had planned out. They intentionally sabotaged their own movie because they didn't think it was gonna be that people were gonna like it.
Well, I mean, supposedly it gained a lot of fanfare over the years.
People love the people who saw the movie, and people who still do see the movie really love it, and it really is an amazing film. But Disney intentionally bombed it. They intentionally sabotaged it because based on their opinions, they thought it wouldn't be good.
Did you see that movie when it actually came out, or did you not see it till like after you got older?
How old do you think I am?
Well, you were only one. I mean, yeah, you were only one when it came out, but like
yes, exactly.
But when crap,
I was one.
I think the first movie I ever seen in the theater was a Disney movie, and I think it was Disney's Dinosaur.
I don't remember the first movie I saw in the theater. Most people are just like, oh, I remember the first time, blah, 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 for this or that. I'm just like, how the fuck do you remember these things? I don't remember this shit. I don't need those memories. They ain't being useful up in here.
I mean, have you ever seen... I know that you're a huge Pokemon fan, so like I'm pretty sure you've seen Pokemon the first movie, right?
I owned it on VHS.
Dude, same. Mine's from my childhood, though.
I got mine at a library book sale.
I know this is going to make me sound old, but I got my copy at Borders, like, around the time it came out.
My mom used to work at Borders when it was still there. I remember going into Borders a few times.
I'm guessing stores like those are your jam, I'm guessing.
I love bookstores, hell yeah.
Do you have a favorite bookstore?
Well, given that most of them are out of business, I guess my only option is Barnes & Noble. Literally the only bookstore.
No, there's Books A Million.
Never even heard of it until now.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Borders and Barnes & Noble, but stuff they're only in malls, pretty much, in strip malls. And they're pretty good. They're pretty much remind me of Borders.
Yeah, but nothing beats the Borders building over where I live. That I really like the inside of the building and the layout. And now it's a fucking Binny's.
Well, I mean, that's your inner nostalgia freak coming out like I am. Because it
had a really cool layout. That's the thing. It just had a cool layout.
Do you like watching videos though of people like going into abandoned malls and abandoned buildings and like filming the buildings?
I've never seen one.
They're all over YouTube.
I've never seen one.
I can link you to one.
Nah.
I think you would like it.
I can find them on my own if I want to watch them.
I know. I'm just trying to help you out, you know. But but yeah, I have Pokemon the first movie on VHS. I have Pokemon the first movie, the soundtrack on cassette.
We've got cassettes at home.
Do you have any cassettes that you like the most?
I haven't really ever listened to them. They're most of the stuff we have is boring stuff that my dad has, like language stuff or whatever the fuck.
Language stuff and whatever the F.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do like I do like collecting cassettes. That's like been the thing I've been liking to collect over the past years.
Cassettes are cool, but I've never really gone into them due to the fact that I can't really. I mean, if I tried, I probably could, but I can't really listen to them right now. Damn it! I messed up the picture again.
I know this
his sleeve.
I know this is gonna sound silly, but I like collecting Christmas cassettes.
I hate Christmas.
Well, I love it. It's my favorite time of the year, and I have 3.
You literally just quoted a Christmas song, and I hate that.
I literally own 3 cassettes with Christmas music on it, and I own a Kenny G album, a Tears for Fears album, and something.
Do you have Spider-Man's Christmas album too?
Spider-Man's? There's a Spider-Man Christmas album?
Didn't you see that the Spider-Verse movie?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Well, that's just depressing. You have been living under a rock.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Marvel.
You've been living under a rock.
I'm not a big fan of Marvel, man.
You don't have to be a fan of Marvel to enjoy the hilarity of Spider-Verse. He made a Christmas album.
I mean, is it real? Can you actually go buy it?
I don't think so.
I collect cassettes, but I also have a big collection of CDs.
We've got a lot of CDs in the house.
Because CDs is the most popular format out of everything.
Are you sure about that?
Well, there's digital, which is what's taken over the world these days, but
yeah, it's the most popular format.
Yeah, but after that, it's CDs. After that.
I don't think so. That barely counts as a comparison because there's not much choice after that. Like, of course it is. That's all they have left.
Well,
it was either that or going back to records.
Well, I mean, vinyl seems to be getting better. Seems to be getting.
People just like the aesthetic.
I mean, do you like the aesthetic?
It does have a cool aesthetic.
I mean, I have. It's not my collection; it's my dad's collection. But my dad's literally collected all these vinyls that are sitting in my basement right now. And
my dad has a bunch of vinyls too.
Supposedly, I have the whole Aerosmith collection on vinyl, but I don't know. It's really cool though. I don't collect vinyls personally because I don't have a record player in the first place, but I do collect CDs and cassettes and 8-tracks maybe if I wanted to.
We have all the technology here. It's ridiculous.
Like what?
However many different types of record players there are, and there's multiple different cassette things, and if it's out there, we probably have it, with exceptions, of course.
Do you have reel to reel?
I don't even know what that is.
I forget what that. Yeah, I forget what that is too.
Then why did you bring it up?
Because I know it exists, but I forget what it looks like.
It doesn't really sound like much of a player, though, does it?
It was on Regular Show when that was still on. They used it in there as as part of the format wars.
It could have just been a fake thing that they made up for that, they do with most cartoons.
Well, here's the question I got for you, and I'd be surprised if you have it. Do you have a Laserdisc player?
Sounds familiar, probably.
If you have a Laserdisc player, I would be shocked. because I never seen one in real life.
I don't think I've seen one either, but that's just cool. I don't know what it looks like, so I might have seen it.
Well, the Laserdisc player is basically you put it where the CD itself looks like a vinyl, but it's not a vinyl. It's actually like a really huge DVD that you put inside the player, and you gotta flip it at some point. You probably know what I'm talking about.
All I know for sure is that I had a child's toy that reminds me of that. It had these plastic discs that played music, but it was just making fun of a record player, I think.
Yeah, I remember there used to be these hit clips that were out back in the day, and they only played like 5 seconds of music, so it was kind of worthless, but they made them anyway. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, dude. I don't remember things. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember shit.
I mean, but you at least remember the video now, don't you?
No.
Well, you would have been probably like 5 when that came out. Probably.
Exactly. I have like basically no memories from when I was 5. I think I've got a memory from when I was 6. One of them's from, and I've got some memories from when I was 3, and there might be some stuff in between, but I don't think there are because I don't actually know when they happened or how old I was.
Well, somewhere down the line, you became a nostalgia freak like I am, and that was awesome.
No, I just like retro-y stuff. I like other people enjoy the aesthetic.
I mean, but you don't like abandoned, like looking at like old abandoned things and stuff like that. Like I
I
do.
do. I just don't because I'm a good child and I don't break into places I'm not supposed to be.
No, I'm saying on YouTube, so you don't have to do it.
I've never done that before because I never thought about it.
It's really cool. It's basically that they do it so you don't have to. And it's really cool. I mean, like I like looking at aesthetically pleasing things. That's just my thing that I really like. From music to just things, and everything of the source. Yes, I do like David Bowie as well, but I don't obsess over him like you do. But
He's hot, okay?
I know you feel that way. you he was the original man. He was the original anime boy, as I per
No,
se.
he was not.
For you.
He's just very cool and has a nice voice.
Well, obviously you listen to other things too, like Queen and Kansas.
Yeah, I don't actually listen to Queen all that much. I mostly just listen to anime music and ABBA.
I mean, but you listen to. I thought you also like 80s electronic music, or not electronic music, like retro wave and vaporwave.
I do, yeah. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
Like, do you listen to anything recently?
Lately, I've been listening to like early 19. Well, I guess the correct term is earliest 20th century songs. So like 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Well, maybe not so much 60s, more like 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s.
I didn't know you were into that kind of stuff.
I like the aesthetic, and I enjoy the music. They've got lots of good stuff, and you see a surprising amount of stuff that sounds similar to modern songs.
Oh, don't you have one of those hats like from that time just to wear, just for fun?
I don't think so.
But do you have a favorite song from one of those eras? If you can think of it.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. I like Mr. Sandman. I believe that's like 50s. Yeah, 50s.
Well, it was in Back to the Future, so yeah. So it's.
Was it?
Yeah, it was in part 1. It was when he went to the 50s. When he went to 1955, and they
went to the 80s.
No, it was it's take place in the 80s, but in the first movie he goes back in time to 1955.
It doesn't sound right.
Well, how long has it been since you've seen it?
A while, but I'm pretty sure they were in the 90s.
No, it was 1955. I know this. I've seen the movie. I saw the movie like literally over the weekend. For like the 100th time in my life that I've seen it.
Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Da, 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 da.
Breaking. No, breaking. Serpent sings about her anime boys.
It's Mr. Sandman.
I know. But that's what I would like to think. I mean, is there anything on? I mean, is there anything on the opposite side that you can think of that ask me about that?
What do you mean?
like, well, because for me, I don't go as far back as the 20s to my music taste. I mean, I like the 60s, I like the 70s, I like the 80s, I like the 90s. I mean, the 80s music is always going to be really, really good. It depends on what you're listening to, though, but it's always going to be really good. And you know, since I was born in the 90s music is all right by me, but I mean, I've been listening. I mean, for me, I've been listening to just like a lot of different like bands that I'm already used to, like Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue and stuff like that. I've been listening to like all that kind of stuff recently. I mean, you don't really listen to like classic rock, do you?
Nah, not really.
Well, I guess you sort of do because you listen to Kansas. You know, Carry On My Wayward Son.
That doesn't count. It's just Supernatural. It's like the theme song for Supernatural, and I watched all of Supernatural.
Do you like that
They
show?
play it. Well, I watched all of it, so I would assume so.
I mean, like.
Carry on my wayward son. Will be peace when we are done.
I love that sounds really good. The original, obviously. I mean, like I don't like people cover it, but it's not the same as the original.
If you say so.
Why did they use a cover in the show?
I don't know. Lay my weary head, or where is it? Your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Honestly, you know Bohemian Rhapsody, don't you?
Of course.
Everyone knows that song. You don't even have to know the band to know that song. How like do you listen to Tears for Fears?
Don't even know what that is.
They're the people who made Mad World.
The what?
They made the song Mad World.
Don't know what that is either.
Let's see.
I've also been living under a rock, but not a rock as big as yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I usually just get left out of the loop for things like that whole thing that kids keep doing recently where they're just like putting their fingers to their arm like a shot or whatever the heck. I don't know what they're doing. I've been left out of the loop and I don't really understand. But kids have been doing that lately and I don't really understand what it means.
What makes my rock bigger than yours?
Because you haven't seen like any of the big Disney movies for starters.
I watched Onward. That's like sort of recent.
Yeah, but it's not Frozen.
You really want me to sit down and watch Frozen, don't you?
And like, what did you say? Oh right. You're just like, is that like a Bowie song? Like, no, it's Disney.
I didn't say.
Like, if you don't know it, it's just disappointing because it's either from The Little Mermaid or Frozen. I think it's one of the two.
I mean, I seen the classics, you know, like Little Mermaid and Cinderella and all that when I was growing up, but like I haven't seen them recently. But I seen them about a long time ago.
No excuses.
It's not an excuse. It actually happened.
No excuses.
It's not an excuse. It really happened.
No excuses.
It's not an excuse if it really happened.
Oh, it's still an excuse. Oh, I'm sorry. I got stuck in traffic. Still an excuse. Doesn't matter if it happened.
Yeah, but you was still if you were like going to a job or whatever, and you said I got stuck in traffic, you got stuck in traffic. I mean, you can't just say I wasn't stuck in traffic.
Could have left earlier.
Well, that too, but it's different, okay? you can still make your points.
Debatable.
Well, I mean, if I told you right now, be like, oh yeah, I'll meet you over at this thing, and it's like an hour away from where I live, and if I left right now, I'd probably get stuck in traffic because it's 3:00. Rush hour is usually around 4-ish. So I'd probably get stuck in traffic. But then that would actually have the actual excuse to actually saying I was stuck in traffic because it was rush hour.
Employers don't care.
They really don't. They don't. All they care about is you getting there on time, and you can say you were stuck in a 5-mile traffic jam all you want, even if you actually were, and they won't care.
Exactly. Because they are bastards.
It just really sucks how some people treat it. Well, we've been going for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yep.
Probably one of the best episodes we ever done that I personally enjoy. I guess I can close this out then.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank everyone here for listening to episode 28 of In the Serpents Breakdown. You can follow me on Facebook at CyberTimeBite. You can follow me on Twitter at the Retro Vamp. Yeah, I changed my username to the Retro Vamp. You can follow me there on Twitter. You can follow me under the same username on Instagram. You can follow me on this. You can buy all my merchandise at redbubble.com under Crash Steven Gear. Follow Serpent on Instagram at Serpents Breakdown. Follow the art, Serpents Breakdown 21. Make sure to go buy all Serpents stuff up for sale at redbubble.com under Green Zor.
Fanatic 21, because I can't fucking change it. I made it a while ago.
Oh, is it still Green Zor?
It was never Green Zor.
Oh, it's Fanatic 21.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought one of your social media handles was Green Zor for some reason, but
It is. It's one that I don't really use, though.
and also follow Serpent on DeviantArt if you want that put out there. Do you put art on DeviantArt still?
That's the one I don't really use all that much. It's really behind.
Well, if you want to go check that out, that's at Green Zor. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we gotta close it out?
No, man. Just vibing.
Well then, I hope all of you have a fantastic day. Have a good one.